Man, your coming here goddamn singing Roscoe Dash, man. You tripping.
Dude, that's not Roscoe Dash.
Man, what
No,
is
who
it
is
that
that?
you know I'm all out of
N-
I don't
n-
know, man. I don't know.
Nah, that was what was home name? Was it K Camp? I think K Camp, yeah.
Might
Maybe
be.
K Camp.
Yeah, might
Mhm.
be. Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Y'all know we got to start out with the foolishness. Chris coming here singing, man, but
Do
we're gonna
it.
keep y'all on the straight note, man, because it's been a crazy week, man, coming over from Germany.
Yeah.
Injury report ain't looking good. Hot topic of the week. How much is Mike Penix to blame? Been looking at 680 the fan, man. They've been going in. But we're gonna get y'all thoughts on the man. So y'all just come on in, come on in. Chris, you know what to do.
Hey man, how is y'all feeling? Yep, long flight from Germany, but time to get right back after it. Got round two, the rematch versus those Carolina Panthers. We already know we got blanked by them the first go around. Didn't was not pretty, 30-0.
Right.
Even though we had better stats and numbers in that game in a lot of different categories than them, we still didn't pick up the most important thing, which was the dub. So hey,
Right.
time to get our lick back on this. We have this last shot to get back against the Carolina Panthers and at least split. So we're going to get
Facts.
into it, man. We definitely are.
Fact, we got to get our lick back, pause. But uh, if y'all been following me from the beginning since 2014, y'all know who that guy is at the bottom right there, man. Mr. Michael Levell, 134 home field advantage, the crew that I started off with, man. 1/4, should I say? Because we were like the four horsemen back in the day when we started, man. But
For
he
sure.
doing his thing, still for home field advantage. He's still on Twitter doing his thing. Shout out to you, man, for coming through tonight, man. I know you like to talk Falcons, so I had to get you on the show, man. Sooner or later, I knew it was gonna happen. Tell the people what's up, man. Tell them, how you started and what you're doing these days.
Oh man, we started together, man. Four guys just wanted to talk sports. Loved Atlanta. Man, I never met a sports mind like Smitty. That man can remember anything. He can remember Bo
Mm.
Jackson fumble in the third game of a season, man. So we had some good times, man. And I kept on doing it, man. So for home field advantage, I kept the name going because, man, what them guys started was special. So we still talk a little sports, even though the Falcons is depressing.
I got one. I want you to tell the people one thing because I did it to Marlon already, and I got to have Rashad on too. But I wish you would just tell these people they don't believe when I see it. When I started off, I had a strong mind. I was smart, but I wasn't talking to the mic for shit. But now I
Oh
can't put up.
Mm-mm.
no, man, you
Chris,
sound great now, man. Yeah, we went through some bumps and bruises, man. We started before the podcast year, so
yeah, we
uh
was ahead of our time.
yeah, we was in online radio and we could not get no microphones right, man. We was trying to figure it out, man. But man, you sound
Boy,
great now, boy.
hey boy, I'm in for it now, cause boy, I had y'all talking about to come out on that previous show we did a couple weeks ago. I mean that just me, man. But now, hey, I do my thing, man. Me and Chris, we be rolling, man. We be cracking jokes, laughing, and talking sports, man. But what's going on with the chat, man? Jay Gilliam, what's up, my guy? What's up, man? Y'all please go check out Jay Gilliam on YouTube, man. Put your showdown in the chat, man, and put your link, man, so people can follow you.
Yes,
Robert
sir.
Ponder, what's up, my guy?
What's
William
going on?
Amy, since
Oh, whoa. Pink,
1874.
pink slip wheel. Is it pink slip?
Pink Slip Will, yeah, that's his name. That's his new name,
Golly.
Pink Slip Will. Yeah, man. Chester Hot Fries. What's good, my guy?
What's
Hot
going
fries.
on, y'all?
I only eat I only eat Andy Caps. I'm gonna keep it real with you, my guy. Cause that's what I
Shit,
grew up off
wow.
for.
It has been a while for those. My goodness.
Boy,
Oh
see, I could
man.
see I went way back then. See, hey, but man, look,
Steak fries.
our very first topic. A lot of y'all might not want to talk about it, but we got to, man. Cause I've been getting in my comments, been looking at sports shows all during the week, and I talked about it a little bit last week, man. But how much blame does Michael Penix deserve for what's going on with this offense? We're gonna let the guest start off first because that's what we do. And then we'll roll with Chris, and then I throw my thoughts out there. But Mike, how much blame you think Michael Penix deserves through all of this?
Man, that's a great question. Penix deserve some blame. He don't deserve as much as people trying to give him. He's still a rookie. I don't care about that last year stuff. He's still a rookie. Haven't even played what 10 years? I mean 10 games yet?
12 to be exact.
Is it 12?
Well, yeah.
12.
Is just 12. He doesn't. I can tell he hasn't adjusted to the speed of the game. And that to me is on coaching. That's on coaching. You know what you got in a player. You see him more than we do. You see him in practice. You see him in off season. You should know his weaknesses, his strengths. And I just see them out here trying to force him to do things that I'm not sure he's ready to do or is even capable of doing without some more reps. Just real quick, I went back to try to just learn more about the pistol formation. And I came across Kirk Cousins when he first started with us. And he was explaining how when he came here, it was pistol based. And he had to figure out how to hand off the ball because it's a different way to turn. He had to go study Peyton Manning when he was doing it. And I said, Kirk had to do all that by himself. Does Michael even know to do that? Even today, Michael's press conference, he said, I don't go to anybody as far as on the field. That's mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing.
The man is out there by himself.
So absolutely. Is his feet getting worse and worse? Yes. Is he scared to get hit again? Yes. Is his confidence shot? Yes. But they got so many things they could do better to try to get this man comfortable. We got too much talent. So he does deserve some of it because you're a professional and we need you to get better. But this coaching staff ain't doing no favors.
Right. If you can give a percentage, would you have a percentage that you would give it Michael Penix?
I would give Michael Penix about 30% of the blame for the offensive struggles, merely because you can't be inaccurate in this type of offense. You just can't. One of the reasons it worked for St. Louis was because, not St. Louis, I'm thinking around, but one of the reasons why it worked for the LA Rams last year, Stafford was accurate. You can't be inaccurate. And some of his inaccuracies is purely because, man, he lifting up his back foot. The front foot ain't pointed where it should be. He not driving the ball where it should be. He all arm strength. At this point, he going to throw his arm out. You got to get better at that. And if you see coaching staff ain't holding you down, then you got to go get it. And I do think he will get it. I hope he does. But you still hold some of these blames. Some of them throws was atrocious. It don't matter if Zach Robinson called the right thing or not. It was bad.
Right.
That's true. Jeff, right quick. Jeff said, if Mike struggles in the first half, do we play Kurt? The ultimate goal is to win game. I'm starting to wonder. Nope, you still can't make changes. I told y'all in the preseason, I don't care what happened this season. The only way Kirk couldn't see the field is Penix get hurt. That was the case a couple of weeks ago. And now that he's back, he got to take his lumps. If they had to let him play last year and took his lumps last year, we may be a little bit further ahead of the curve, but with Zach Robinson, I really don't know. Because as I told y'all, I still think Kirk Cousins was the offensive coordinator last year, even though he was the quarterback. He was Zach Cobb's eyes on the field. So, I still say no. Chris, what you think, man?
We talk about what the plan was already. You know, Michael Penix still, if the plan was to go as they wanted it to go, Michael Penix still wouldn't have even been hitting the field right now. It'd have been a healthy Kirk Cousins because you would have had somebody who is a 14-year vet now, 13 at the time, and you would have him coming in, controlling the offense a little bit, and Zach can learn as he goes. By the time we would have got to Penix, Zach would have been more experienced, and then you would have had a more experienced guy teaching a guy who is now about to hit the field. Of course, everything went up in flames, so now we are here. As far as blame, because he plays the most important position in football, I'm going to give him 40%, but I'm going to give him old 60-40 for those who have ever watched Soul.
60-40.
But yeah, old 60-40. And there are things because you got to think about it. It's not just about the quarterback. We have guys dropping passes. We have guys running the wrong routes. We have our quarterback thinking that guys are going to sit in the zone and wait for a pass, but they don't. That's what happened with Steele, because the same play happened the very next drive with Drake London, and he sat in the zone. So, again, you got to go to the wide receivers as well. The offensive line deserves a little bit of to blame, especially in the last 3-4 weeks. My goodness, um, in the totality of it all, because they had plenty, stops.
Agreed.
But still, you move into that, so it's not just like actually like one thing when you look at it. It's so much going on, but again, just because he plays the most important position, and because Michael was saying about his feet and about just his progressions, choosing the right the right player, and then those intentional groundings. You gotta try to get away from those as well. But a part of that will be going to the free runner. So now we're going to the offensive line. See how all this is tying back into one another. It's
Right.
just so much going on with Michael Penix, and like he's not getting any favors from the coaching staff in the totality. So I gotta say, I'll say 40% because again, he has to work on some things, but you also got to give him grace because there's some things that he needs to work on. He's not going to be able to get it right now mid-season. So it's like you're going to have to go as you on the fly, and then off season, yes, you can go get that extra. Oh, if you got to get under center or if you got to work on your feet, you can start seeking that tutelage on your own in the off season. But right now, he has to go with what he knows, and all he knows is himself. And again, it's all about decision making about who you hire in here, who you bring in to help. And I was so worried because we don't have any proven guys that's helped a quarterback really achieve his necessary goals. And that's what always worried me about it. And now we're here. So Mike, he's going to have to try to navigate this season. And we have to necessarily win out. And that's going to be tough with what's going on with Mike, the coaching staff, the offensive line that's banged up, and also the receivers that sometimes can get open, and but not all the time that they do. So it's so much going on. I hate it. I really do.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, both of y'all right. And I'm right there with y'all. So I'm going to be the logical Albert Einstein said 33.3%. That's a third of everybody. Because like y'all said, you got to give him blame. And both of y'all said, and I said it last week, he got to work on mechanics, stepping in the throws, put his hips into it. Because when you don't put your foot in the right throwing motion, that's why the ball sails. That's why it's on the throne. That's why it's, selling off to the left or the right. And don't get me wrong, a lot of it is the coaching problem's fault too, because as I told y'all, didn't they say, or didn't Raheem say, but when he got here, they put 10 or 11 guys on the coaching staff that's worked with quarterbacks. So when you draft a guy, you knew what his faults were. And his scouting report, it said he had problems with accuracy and throwing the ball. What they said, stepping in the throws, overthrowing the ball. And even though he threw, throwing across the middle, and even though he threw for 9,000 yards, they simplified that playbook in college the best they could. And think about it. He had exactly what he needed at Washington. 2 guys that could fly and 1 big body receiver that can go out and make that 50-50 catch. And that's one thing. They have 1 of the 3 in Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, he's walked off the curve and he's about to step in traffic and he's lost. And how do you get him back on track? I don't know. Because you look at Kyle Pitts.
The coaching, bro.
Yeah.
1 week, Kyle Pitts is making plays, looking like the Kyle Pitts we expect. And then the very next week, he's looking like the Kyle Pitts we've seen the last 3 years. So what is it going to be? And see, these are the problems they have to answer this offseason. I don't care what you do. You got to go out and figure out what's going on with this team. And like I said, it could be a quick fix, could not be. Because look what happened when he put a veteran coach, what we said he should have done in the first place. He put a veteran defensive coordinator in place. Guess what? The defense is responding to it. So now he may have to go out and do the same thing with the offense. Going to get an offensive play caller that can come in, help with these things that we're talking about right now. And hey, it could save his job because I'm telling y'all, I don't care what happened this year. He's going to be here next year, whether we like it or not.
Oh,
because
yeah,
as Chris said, they're not going to pay 2 contracts at once with head coaches. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, you can. It's just not logical from what we've seen. Now, don't get me wrong. I know Arthur Blank, he's getting older and he wants to win now, and I understand it. So I understand, like, it may be him starting to do things out of not characteristic to what we've used to seeing. But I still got to see it though, because I'm so used to what I've seen in the past. It's like, okay, I know you need to make a change. I know you need to do some things, but it's just like, will you? And if you do, okay. If you don't, it's just like, all right, well, I'm used to that. But and just to go to also, man, the thing about also too, Michael Penix is not necessarily the complete problem. Also, because him and Drake London, they have a connection. Him and Drake London are like have the second most yards as a quarterback wide receiver duo. So we know that they have that connection. We're trying to figure out what's going on with the rest of the offense as well. Like, why is Kyle Pitts hot 1 week, cold for the next 3, like you said? And then you also have Darnell Mooney, who last year was almost 1,000-yard receiver, but this year he's not even on pace to hit 500 yards like that. To be honest,
that's bad. That's a big drop off.
He went from getting 3 to 5, let's say 3 to 6 catches, on an average per game, to having one catch in the lightning, one catch, and I think 3 catches in the last 3 weeks. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, I looked at it earlier, and he's down to 37% catches on his targets. He's never been below 50 with Justin Fields.
Right. See there?
With Justin Fields. So we have to look at it like it ain't just that. I think Mooney doesn't have a chemistry with Penix. That to me is clear now. I see them second guessing themselves.
Do you really think that's true? Did you see how they played the last 3 games last year? Even though Drake got the majority of the catches, they seemed like they were in stride, in sync. But it's just something about it's just one particular throw that he can make to Darnell Mooney, and then that's that quick post to the sideline. Outside the numbers, outside of that, I mean, that pass he caught last week was over the middle, but it seemed like if it ain't that post to the sideline, I mean, he don't catch nothing. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what they do. But go ahead, my bad.
They're not on the same page, and on top of that, the coaching is not. You can tell that there's a second guess of everything. I looked at it last week several times. Wide receivers were looking over to the sideline like, what was that? That shouldn't happen. It just shouldn't happen. I'm not saying Mooney is a world beater, but what we saw last year was encouraging. I don't mind seeing a drop off. It just got to make sense. 37% of your catches this year don't make sense.
Right.
And that ain't all on Penix. It's just
That's on scheming.
But think about it too. I feel like it's a little bit because I feel like Mooney, dealing with that hamstring. I don't feel like Darnell Mooney is absolutely 1,000% healthy. So I do take that in consideration, but I know he's still a gamer. I know he played through some injuries last year too. So for him to not have any kind of like flow or rhythm within this offense, is almost like he's just a guy that's just out there. And that's just,
absolutely
that is crazy to me, considering what we seen last year. We saw a lot of different things last year that we're not seeing this year. So it's again, and also to this point, now, again, he plays the most important position. So of course you're going to put blame on him. But think about this, y'all. This offense, I really believe, is not catered to any particular quarterback. I think it's catered to the offensive coordinator's liking, because even when Penix didn't play, we played against the Dolphins with Kirk Cousins, and Kirk looked atrocious. And then what happened? You see Kirk Cousins getting on the case of Zach Robinson on the sideline, comes back out, starts running his own plays type thing, and then the offense start moving. Michael Penix last week, the week before.
Go back to what I said earlier, Chris. He was the offensive coordinator last year. He made Zach Robinson last year. But now that he had to fend for himself, now it's just all shot to hell. Uncle Louis, what's up, my guy?
Learning on the job. It's 2 guys learning on the job, and they're in the same. They have the same amount of time. You'd have a guy that is learning on the job. You have a guy that had to sit behind a quarterback last year. And again, if you might have brought them in, possibly you'd be able to take some lumps and everything. But now you're taking them all this year, and you have to continue to take them, because we have to know about Michael Penix himself. And now I'm not about to jab at him. Okay, all I'm saying is, and I'm talking about this is for any team. They have to know who they have under center. So we're going to have to see who we have under center. You have to make sure you're taking his lumps. I hate it for Mike because I don't feel like he's getting the full support that I feel like he needs. But ultimately, we're going to have to see how we finish off the rest of the season, and then start off next year as well, because you see how things are going with quarterbacks. It's not necessarily a lot of guys that's coming into this league that has an opportunity to sit behind somebody. Now we're getting into all right, we're going to draft you. You're getting out there. Okay, let's see how you do in about a season or two, maybe 3. All right, you're not doing anything. Draft another quarterback.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, man. Today is different from even 10 years ago when we started. We talk about Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes even set out his first season, and he only played in the last game. But in that last game, he did throw for 300 yards. He threw an interception, but the very next season, by him learning, sitting on the bench and being around guys that taught him the right way, he threw 50 touchdowns in his second season. Who's ever done that in their career? It took Dan Marino 4 years to do that, maybe 5. So
look at who he has as a coach. I'm sorry, Andy Reid.
That's what I just said. Yeah, that's what I just said. Coaching, yeah, you learning. Yeah,
he was in Atlanta. We're talking about a lot of different things. Okay, we're not talking about this. That's the point I'm making. We're not talking about this. I don't believe so.
Yeah, man. I mean, we have had drops, and that's true. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's accuracy, like Mike said. Sometimes it's just the chemistry, because sometimes
ball placement.
And like I said, this is what I talk about with Polk when he got traded to New Orleans from New England. If I'm the Falcons, I go get somebody that he's familiar with. If you do that, then hey, he got somebody on the field. I can hit him because I know exactly what he's gonna do. But that means sometimes people just don't think like that. Miss Charlene, what's good?
We ain't got the money like that. Sometimes we ain't got the flexibility. But I think Polk has been hurt too. So I mean, you'd have been dealing with that as well. But I do like the familiarity of maximizing on what you have at your quarterback position, because you think about it, the familiarity, have a guy out there that could kind of be like a safety blanket. So yeah, I would have liked that idea, but and you maximizing on giving the quarterback opportunities,
Yeah, it's definitely a play call, Uncle Louis. Hey, Uncle Louis, tell us how your trip was to Germany last week. We got
man.
You ain't finished updating us on that, man.
Uncle Louis out there profiling, man.
Probably out there dancing. Hey, Mike, this is Tyler Algier, Uncle. He's a big fan of the show, man.
Oh yeah, man. I follow him on Twitter.
Cool dude.
Right.
Yeah, man. He
man.
He was on the draft show with us, man, last April. A blast.
Yes, man. So much fun.
Kyle Pitts dropped the clear touchdown pass. Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing. That's what we talk about, chemistry, man. Sometimes, you be so, and frustration has kicked in, because as I've been telling y'all, man, if y'all looking, we're going to go on and transfer to Falcons offense against the Panthers defense. But what I was about to say, this is what I mean by frustration kicking in. I can go all the way back to week 2 when Zach Robinson was still in the box upstairs, and Michael Penix was trying to get a play in, and he was doing like this, and it just got them out of the blue. He said, "Fuck," just like that. I said, man, this kid frustrated. So as time has gone on, it's starting to rub off on the rest of the team, because they know what they do in practice is supposed to transfer on the field, and it's not working. So why is it not working? Because the way you're scheming is not what you're running in practice, but some that you're trying to, mix together and just make, some special. Just look what I can do, instead of just simplifying it to the best for him to make plays. And y'all talked about the rollout. Why the hell did he always roll out to the right when he left-handed, when he should be going to the left side on his strong side with Jake Matthews right there? That just does not make sense.
It's not catered to the quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. And I was looking up something because I was so mad that we stayed in the pistol so much. I'm like, what is it? I'm like, it got to be the pistol. But when you go into it, the fact that we're staying in the pistol is a problem. But it's really the play calls we're calling. First of all, the pistol is meant for a mobile quarterback. Michael Penix is not a mobile quarterback. He can run, he can scramble, but he's not a mobile quarterback, or he hasn't made the step to take advantage of his legs and his offense.
Well, he used to run a little bit more, though. Remember, if you look at his collegiate career, but then those injuries,
especially at Indiana. Oh yeah, he was Michael Vick at Indiana.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he had to change his game because of his knee injuries. So he said himself, He tried to study the game and become more of a pocket passer. So now that he studied that part, he doesn't want to revert back to being a mobile quarterback because he know in the back of his mind, one wrong turn, that torque twist the wrong way. Hey man, my career might be over. But go ahead, Mike. My bad.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't have a problem with him wanting to be a pocket QB. A lot of them are. But I just need you to, in order to make this work, he's going to need to use his legs. Since he's not doing that, stop forcing it. Put him under center, and let's give him some advantages. Instead, we're forcing it over and over and over again to sit back in his pistol so he can read the entire field. But from everything I heard, Penix can read the field no matter what. So
Right.
again, like has been said, they're forcing the offense on Penix that I don't know if he could fit it, but it ain't for him right now.
Right. I definitely feel that. And then you think about it too in college. I know a lot of people talk about playing on the center, but in college, you see a lot of teams playing out of shotgun with the quarterback. So it's not like they're not trying to play to the strengths of Michael Penix. It's just they're not playing to the strengths of Michael Penix. And play action was one of those strengths. I can say that, but we're not seeing enough of it. And you also
And let me tell you about this pistol right quick. And see, this is what a lot of people, I haven't heard anybody say this, but if you're going to run the pistol offense, you're going to have a mobile quarterback. That's where the RPO comes from. That is the main reason why the pistol offense is meant for mobile quarterbacks, because of RPO. You know who made that popular? Cam Newton. We don't have a Cam Newton. So what you're going to have to do is get back to the drawing board, get up on the center, more I formation. Just give Michael Penix on that he's comfortable with, especially, and we talk about throwing over the middle of the field. That's not hard. You just got to set the plays up for Kyle Pitts or Darnell Mooney or somebody to get open in the middle. You've got to disguise these things.
Got to work on
and
it.
all that damn motion, that's a dead giveaway to what they're doing every single time. Because we all know if Charlie Warner coming down the line, going toward the middle of the line, we know he's finna block up the middle. That's common sense. And we've been talking about that for 3 weeks. And have they changed it? No. And at this point, they're not going to change it. Cruz and Dasher, I appreciate the donation, my brother. Truly appreciate it. But yeah, man, look.
Yeah, but
it's so simple, man, but they're making it hard. And to go into what we talking about with offense against their defense, they've got Derrick Brown back. So they've been playing the run a little bit better since he's come back this year. So when you attack Carolina, you're going to have to attack them in the middle of the field. And we've been talking about this with other teams the last couple of weeks. But this team, if you don't attack them in the middle of the field, and New Orleans showed y'all, and you could beat them deep because Chris Olave caught that bomb, man. It was
that was.
They got defensive inefficiencies anyway. Just in that secondary, that EPA, you can tack them. You can. So yeah, but you already know, man. Our bread and butter is the run game. We're going to have to run the ball. And 13. First of all, last game. Let's take a walk down memory lane. We cannot have our running backs with a combined total of 14 carries, 13 from one running back, only one from the other. And that was Tyler Algier, 1 for 4 yards. I remember it. He had a first down. I remember it. And that's not good, man. We do well in all 3 of our wins. It has been through the run game on how we was able to reach the win totals. You know what I'm saying? Like every win that we have has been victory formation, but it has started with the run game. Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, being the 2 guys that defenses hate to see. That's what you got to get back to. And again, even last week, the previous 2 weeks, I feel like you've been trying to pass, which I understand because those defenses were better. That you can execute the pass better than the run statistically. But
you got to set that up with the run, though, Chris.
You got to, and they abandoned the run way too early in both games. And it showed. And even though we were in the game, I feel like we could have made things a lot more easier if you continue to run the ball. There were so many situations that we were like, oh, man, I'm running the ball here. I'm running the ball here. Then all of a sudden, boop, here come a pass. It's like, why? Then it was a couple of drives I've been seeing for the last 4 weeks that has been a common theme to where it's seen is we come out, pass, punt, pass, punt. Like, what are we doing? So it's like, again, I got to go back.
And the clear thing about it, what do we do on first down every single week? Every single week, what do we do on first down?
No, run out the pistol.
But what play do we run outside zone?
Outside zone out the pistol. Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah, we know that that's a part of our offense, the outside zones. But the thing about with Bijan Robinson, there's so many things that they ran with him back at Texas that we don't do.
Right.
So he used to run counter plays. He used to run inside, outside. He used to run a lot of different plays that we just don't even implement into the offense. It's like if you want to maximize, then fully maximize on your entire offense. I'm putting in plays that Bijan is used to. I'm putting in things Tyler possibly did at BYU. I'm putting in, just different things Drake was used to at USC. It's just those are the things that I feel like you need to do, which is another reason why I say I feel like the offense is catered to the coordinator, not any particular player.
Yeah,
you can go get Hall of Famers to play in this, but if he's calling it the way
still we call it. It'll be crap. Willie, appreciate the donation, my brother. Truly appreciate it. Uncle Lou say we heavy with the run, stick with it. Absolutely agree, 200%.
Well, the issue is
to run the ball. Bijan, he needs at least 20 carries. Go ahead, Mike. My bad.
Yeah, no. One of the issues I see is that if we run and it's a predictable run, which is Zach's issue, is when he calls his plays. Not that the plays itself are trash. Is when he calls them.
Yeah,
as soon as the run comes, as soon as the run comes on first down, let's say we get stopped for 2, it goes for 2 yards. It's pass.
Mm-hmm. Right.
As much as we fuss about Arthur Smith, he was gonna run, and you knew it was coming. But he had so many different looks. He was going
so many variations of how he ran.
He was gonna force that run down your throat.
Mike and Smitty, y'all remember the time to where we had to have a play? We had to have a score, and Arthur Smith ran the ball the entire drive.
Yeah,
15 times,
and we scored too. Tyler Algier. So I understand, those are just different things that you just see.
But like we've been saying, Chris, personnel was part of the problem with Arthur Smith. Yeah. If he had this team right here, oh shit, we wouldn't even have this conversation.
That we even have to bring Arthur Smith in 2025 for the Atlanta Falcons. That just lets you know right there on how dismal things have been with this offense.
Exactly.
It's crazy, but
no jelly, ham, no burger.
Yeah, man.
The same thing,
but
bro.
I'm just saying, outside of running the ball, I feel like once the ball becomes credible, then that's when you got to get into middle of the field attacks, get into that play action. We seen some 22 personnel. You can do more of that. Getting both of the running backs out there and allowing them to, at least show the different looks. Give yourself opportunities, but guys, the Carolina Panthers, they were 0-2 when we played them. Yes, they're 5-5, but that 5-5 is real question.
Yeah.
So this team is still the Carolina Panthers. It's just we're making them lions and tigers and bears, so we're making them what they are not really, And Bryce Young, even in that game against us, he only had 121 yards passing. It was just the timely throws, the timely play.
And our defense was gassed by the third quarter,
bro. And the time of possession wasn't crazy. It was 31-28, but
it was even. It was actually even,
right? Yeah. But again, it's just our offense not staying on point, not being able to get down the field. The guys, they get a couple Gatorade, they right back on the field.
We talked about footwork. The footwork cost Michael Penix that pick six. He wasn't reading the field like he was supposed to.
Yeah,
he didn't see that the way that corner was lined up. Only thing he was waiting, he read your eyes the whole time. He was standing there looking at you. As soon as you got under pressure, he watched your eyes. He just broke on the football. And see things like that. That's what coaching. Go ahead.
Now, I say it also was a play calling too, because remember they were sitting on
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it just it's just simple shit that they should be getting right, man. Miss Auntie Joy, that's a new thing StreamYard got. So they said we had to try it out, so we trying it out. I don't like it, but we'll see. It's just how live streams on YouTube. Not now, it's just something they trying. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but they said it's recommended. Um, Solomon says Zach Robinson has to get rid of the slow play action pass out of the pistol is not deceiving the defense. That's absolutely true. And if you're going to play Carolina, man, and I get tired of repeating myself, man, but Kyle Pitts has got to show up sooner or later against these two physical Carolina cornerbacks. I mean, look, I got this jersey on, so we gonna have to go prime time this week because I mean, this game right here, we've talked about Indy, and y'all remember when I told y'all last week about Daniel Jones? That New York Junior Daniel Jones is somewhere in there, and the Falcons found him last week with 7 sacks. So when you look at Bryce Young, he played pitiful last week. So I'm going to go back to that last week. You got to get that pressure on Bryce Young, and I know you can. You can't say you can't. You got Zach Robinson back, Zach Harrison back. That was your claim to fame. When Zach Harrison got back, that defense got back to playing. He started collapsing the pocket. Jalen Walker, who has 4 sacks now. Jalen Walker in the last 2 games, this is Jalen Walker we've been waiting on. He had that coming out party. So now against Carolina, he's going to turn that corner again. So be aggressive on that front 7 against Bryce Young that's probably on his way out of Carolina, because I'm telling y'all, the way I was listening to these Panthers podcasters last week, they don't want Bryce Young there anymore.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and then the Panthers pass defense, like they struggle, like I said, with pass efficiency. Like
right.
run the ball, but you can have another offensive explosion from your guys like Kyle Pitts, Drake London. Those are 2 guys are your biggest playmakers, especially like again with the drop off of Darnell Mooney. I don't know, maybe he can resurge. I'm not honestly sure, to be honest, and it not have anything necessarily all on him. I know him and Michael Penix don't have a lot of chemistry, so that's a work in progress too, especially with Mooney, being in and out of the lineup. So that's going to knock off the chemistry. I understand that too. But Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, I believe all 4 of those guys have to be relied on heavily in this game, and you can do it and beat the Carolina Panthers and get your lick back. These Panthers,
and the way it worked last week against Indianapolis with the way they ran Tyler and the way they ran Bijan, they didn't get many yards, but it started to moving again. And if the pass game had been better last week, we probably beat Indy by 2 touchdowns easily. But since the pass game was inefficient, that's neither here nor there. But Mike, go ahead. If you got one last thing to say about the offense.
One last thing for the offense. One, if you do a play action and you boot it, just keep with the boot. Like sometimes he just turns around, fakes the handoff, and if you notice that handoff don't look too convincing. But that's also too, if you under center and you turn your back, it's hard to see where the ball is. So those play actions work a little better. But since we're in the pistol, just make it convincing. When you got to boot out for the play action, just take the boot all the way out. Just complete things all the way through. The play action is there. Even if our run game ain't working, you got to account for it. You can't just let Bijan do anything because he might take one on you. Can't let Tyler just do whatever he wants to. So you got to play for the run. Just use your play action. And like Buddy said, stop with the slow.
Like Lou said, Uncle Lou said it worked last week, and y'all went right back to the pistol next play.
Yeah, we don't have to do no slow play action. Every play action doesn't have to be a deep shot either. Let it be quick. It could be a play action slant. It could be a play action anything, man. Open your playbook up, man. Zach Robinson just being stubborn.
Yeah, man.
And one thing. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I was about to say that those motions, they have to stop being so predictable about what we're doing.
Yeah.
The bunch formation, it could definitely work and identify what Carolina is doing and throw them off. Also, again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hammer it home one more time. Run the ball to get the pass and open up the pass, get it going. Because the play action, it can work with Kyle Pitts going across the middle. You're going to have to get comfortable going across the middle. I don't care You got to take advantage of these defenses, and you're just not doing it enough. Mike has been working on his touch. You've seen in the last game, he had a touchdown pass to Drake London. So he is working on a few things. It's just got to continue to come together.
Right.
You got to go across this middle. These teams don't believe that you will go across the middle. So the linebackers are like, oh, thank you. Because I don't want to see Kyle Pitts coming across the middle. I don't want to see Drake London continue to come across the middle. So you got to take advantage of your advantages and kind of like keep it simple.
That's facts. That's facts. But yeah, man, y'all absolutely right, man. And one thing they've got to change this week, and it's just simple, man. If you just scheme up the best way to use Tyler, the best way to use Bijan, because if you go back to that very first Bucks game, you had Bijan lined up in the slot, you had him lined up in the X. I mean, even that long touchdown run. The reason why that run broke the way it did, because you ran the ball down the throat, you threw a couple short passes, and that opened that up. So the next drive, what do? They run right back to the outside zone. Boom, he breaks 81 yards. So, just be consistent with your play calling. That's all. That's all we saying. That's all we saying.
Mm-hmm.
But
you got the defense.
Yeah, man. So defense against the Panthers offense, and this, I said it earlier, 7 sacks last week. You got to build off that. I don't care what you say. You got to build off of it. And if you don't, guess what? It's gonna be the same old story. But right quick, Uncle Lou said, do you guys see Zach go to penance at the end of the series when it's done? Nope, he never does.
It's DJ. It's DJ Williams.
DJ Williams. Yep.
That's who likes going to like all the players on the offense really after that. It's not Zach Robinson. It's like maybe Zach could give him a tap on the helmet or something, but it's not, they're not interacting. And again, like I hate to say it, but I've been looking at different offensive coordinators, and the offensive coordinators that I'm seeing, they're interacting, especially when I looked at Josh.
Man, they read the whole play sheet.
Him and Drake May like this. He's in his face, like, okay, woo, he's going over things. They're going over things good. He's telling him what he did good, telling him what he did bad. That's the type of relationship I want with my offensive coordinator and my quarterback. We don't have that here. Regardless, we do not, and it's sad and it's unfortunate. And then you hear even from Michael himself saying, "Oh, I don't go to anybody and everything." Why don't you, sir? Like that's not right either. So it's just like, and my thing is, you don't know what you don't know, so I can't put that on Penix. I got to put that on the coaching staff, on the people around him. Like, because why aren't you going to this man and interacting with this man? Why is it only DJ? Is DJ the guy that everybody responds to? Because if that's the case, then we got a bigger problem than even we thought.
Yeah.
So, boy, hey, Solomon, the reason why Jalen Walker the reason why the defense looks different when he's in the lineup, because he does so much. If you saw last week, he was getting out to the quarterback, he was shooting gaps, he was spying the quarterback. When you have that type of weapon on the field, and see, this is why Divine Diablo is missed so much. If Divine Diablo is out there with Jalen Walker, I mean, you don't know which way to go, because you're gonna have one of them is gonna be spying while the other's gonna be in your face. And this is why Divine Diablo is missed so much. And maybe he'll be back this season, who knows? But
about week 12, or possibly like a rumor about week 12 or something I saw.
So, oh boy.
We'll see.
They say a couple games, but I don't know if he's gonna be fully ready to go. But.
Right.
And if he come back, he's gonna have an air cast on, trust me. Because they're gonna take that risk a good little while to get right. But that's the reason why the defense, looks different, because his versatility, man. Any linebacker that's versatile like that, and you can do anything with him, he can even check the running back or the tight end if he needs to. So when you have that type of talent on the field, that makes a difference. And then his aggressiveness, the way he plays, also brings into the view of how the defense could get better. So,
and my point is too. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead. You.
I was saying I watched a little tape of the last game, and I said they're gonna have to stop putting tight ends on Jalen. Jalen was jacking them boys up. Run, pass, it don't matter. He hitting them in the chest. Stuff like that, man, makes an impact, man. He chases down the line. You could tell he was coached by Kirby Smart. You can see it in the patience he has. It's almost no wasted motions, man. It's really good to see him back on the field. Seeing him at linebacker, like they moved him around, man. I really like what Ulbrich did. And got to give some props to Raheem. I know we pissed off at him, but Raheem and Ulbrich is really trying to maximize that defense, and seeing Jalen Walker out there in different spots, man, that felt good. That felt real good.
It's funny
and
that
you notice. Go ahead.
now I was just about to say
Yeah.
it's funny that we're saying this because I don't know if we're going to say the similar to the same thing, but it goes back to coaching again because look, we've been without Devon Diablo. I know JD Bertrand has been in there, and I know a lot of people don't like JD Bertrand in there, and I understand it. I ain't got no gripe with that. But you
Got
think
married
about
or
it,
turned to Dr. Doom.
it still comes down to the coaching because this defense every game has given you opportunities. I understand they give up points, but you think about it, the offense ain't helping them out. Last week they're on the field for 40 minutes. I don't care. Throw every Hall of Famer you can think of on the field for 40 minutes and see how they react. I'm telling you, so you think about it, this defense is still competing, still performing, even with the offense going on the field, doing 3 and outs, coming right back off. They got to get out there. They give you opportunity at the opportunity. That comes down to players, but it also comes down to coaching to be able to scheme. Okay, this guy's going to be out. We're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do that. This guy's going to be out. So shout out to not only Jeff Ulbrich, but I'm going to continue to shout out Nate Ollie, too, for getting this defensive line.
Yeah, man.
Nate Ollie has been a godsend because we have 29 sacks right now as a defense, and we have multiple guys that are doing it. Zach Harrison, Brandon Dorless, who has been monster the past few weeks.
How many did we have last year? 31 or 32?
31, I think 31.
That's what I'm saying. Like
30,
we're already
31. So we right at 29 with 8 games left.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we're gonna. I definitely believe this Falcons defense can get close to 50 sacks. Or maybe beyond. Depends on if they go on a streak. Because in the last 2 weeks we have 13 sacks in the last 2 weeks. This Falcons defense, yes. So it's like, come on now. We have the defense that is putting it together. Jesse Bates back-to-back weeks checking quarterbacks into the Bates Hotel. So it's like again, you have the different pieces on defense. They're going to give you the opportunity. We have got to figure out a way to get this offense on point. Last year, we were on the defense's case because of Jimmy Lake, right? I said it at the beginning of the season. I said, we got to see exactly what's going to happen with Zach Robinson because now the magnifying glass is on you because Jimmy is gone. You have an experienced guy at defense. And what are we seeing? A lot of things are on him. But the thing about it is we're also having problems with the special teams, and that has just been atrocious all year long. But it's not the first year. We've been having problems.
No, it's been like this for 3 to 4 years now.
It's just so bad this year, and we're giving guys field position. The Colts, that was one thing that stood out to me against the Colts. The positioning that they had at least about 4 or 5 explosive plays and starting with great field position. I don't care, again, what defense that you put on the field. You start everybody off at the 30, 35, 40, 30-yard line. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, what are we talking about? We're playing half of the football game. It's just like
outside of Mike Ford, this special teams has not looked great. Not at all. And Felipe Franks was brought in to play special teams, and even he has missed the buck this year. So they got to fix that too. I want to touch on one thing.
Go ahead.
I want to touch on one thing about the Falcons defense, especially this upcoming week. You got to rally to Rico Dowdle. You have to rally to him. Listen, I understand JD Bertrand. It seems like he's kind of been phased out. It's like a 3-man rotation now with Woods and Harrison and Bertrand. They're trying to work on something, but all in all, man, a lot of those plays that happened last week is you got to rally to the ball, make it difficult. I don't mind you gonna give up a play to that dog last week. He's arguably the MVP.
Hey, but if they rally to the ball before he broke the 83-yard run, he does not make that run. It seems like once he got up to the line of scrimmage and they wrapped him up, they thought he was down. Instead of just rattling him, what he did, boom, he bounced to the outside. Nobody out there.
Even the conversion to Tyler Warren, where Bowman was right there, he missed the tackle, but the next tackle was 5 yards down.
But the thing about it is Bowman went for the ball instead of the tackle, though, because Bowman, he was reaching to try to see if he could get the ball. I was like, honestly, I would have preferred him to just focus on the tackle because I didn't think you had a chance in HE double hockey sticks, honestly, with the ball.
No, you ain't ripping the ball out, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, and I mean, no, I'm talking about Tyler Warren. You didn't have the opportunity.
Oh, Tyler Warren. Oh, yeah, that last play.
The ball was kept high, and Tyler Warren's a big boy, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
he's an athlete.
Yeah.
This dude done played quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, everything that you can name, he done played.
Right.
So I just want them to rally. That's it. Just rally to the ball. If we do what we did last week as far as the pass rush, I know that Bryce Young turns into Joe Montana against us. I know, but I think our defense can really affect him. Rally to the ball with Rico. That's it. Just rally to the ball.
And I'm glad you brought that point up. Because you go back to that Dallas game, Dallas and Carolina, he had 200 yards. And just remember, coming out this last game against Jonathan Taylor, sometimes things like that can happen more than once if you don't play it right. That's why I'm glad you made that point. But Solomon said, do you feel that the special teams lost us the last two games more than the offense? That's a good question.
Honestly, I can't just say all of that because I just been seeing like these play calls. So I won't say more than the offense, but I will give it somewhat equal blame because again, you're giving the opposing offense too many great field positions to put yourself in a bind. You're putting stress on your defense. And with the injury list right now that we're looking at guys that didn't participate today, it just goes back to it's mostly defensive guys because this defense is really the heart of this team. Let's just keep it real. You know, it's like if all three phases can work together every game, the Falcons are a better franchise. We have a better win total. We should have at least right now about 6 wins. We should be 6-3 again. But because of decisions, situational play calling, situational decision making, people not blocking, people getting beat, all of it's again, it's just so much going on. And now we're 3-6 because last week was the anniversary of us losing to the Aints, who last year that Kirk Cousins got hurt in that game. So it's bad, man. But we got to figure it out because also for the defense. And this goes back to what you were saying, Mike, about, rallying to the ball. We got to tackle well, and Atlanta has got to rally and tackle well. These guys like to throw a lot of short passes because I don't think they believe their quarterback can throw it deep. But also, a lot of short
in that booster seat.
Right, a lot of short area situations. So our short area coverage has to be on point too, being able to sniff out the screens, sniff out the little quick throws, and and get in front of the offensive linemen before they get to the second level, be able to block you out. It's going to be important because they're going to do a lot of, I believe, short passes as well to try to get the offense going. Their offense has not been up to par as well, especially last week going against the Aints. They're trying to get off the schneid. They want to, come in and dominate into the Mercedes-Benz. We cannot allow them to do this, and we have to rally to the running backs because once you take away the run game and put it all on Bryce, I believe we're going to have possibly a ball going the opposite way again. Maybe Xavier Watts, maybe Billy Bowman, who knows, or it could be that guy Jesse Bates again. But I do believe if you rattle this young guy like you've been rattling the last few weeks, I'm telling you, man, Bryce Young is going to be either beat up or turn the ball over or possibly both. It's all about you and what you're doing.
I agree. Yeah. But one thing that I want y'all to, I like the Rico Dow. I like that. But one thing that we haven't talked about is that young rookie, Teteroy McMillan. That dude is 6'5", 220 pounds, runs about a 4.45, and we know how they have a problem with guys like Mike Evans. He's gonna be the next Mike Evans problem. So AJ Terrell's got to be physical with this guy. So if AJ Terrell can take him out of the game, I think that hurts Bryce even more. So when you look at the pass game, other Panthers, yes, they can move the ball, and all they need is a chance. But without Teteroy McMillan, I don't trust Xavier Legette because he really hasn't done that for what he was drafted for. So if you
Or
shut down
Jalen.
one side of the field, it's going to force them into the run. It's going to be Rico's idea that we have to stop. So yeah,
Mhm.
all of it intertwines. Like y'all said with Rico idea, I think Tetero McMillan is that other spot.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
shut those guys down, then Bryce Young has to use his legs, and that's where that front seven kicks in. And I think that game last week was a momentum boost for this defense. And I can see them forcing 2 to 3 turnovers this game. Because what I saw with the Panthers last week with the Saints, they can't move the ball on the Saints. That lets me know they have no confidence in what they're doing on offense either. So
right.
this may be another defensive game.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, guys. I mean, and again, Jonathan Taylor is Jonathan Taylor. Rico
Yeah.
Downs is not Jonathan Taylor, but don't make him look like Jonathan. That's what we're trying to
Right.
saying as well.
Absolutely.
But guys, more than
Absolutely.
importantly than anything, and this is going. And I say this because we've been bad at it, especially recently, and this goes for both sides of the ball. We have got to get off the field or stay on the field on third down. Third down is so pivotal. And you think about it, if the Panthers are able to convert and get into rhythm, bro, we're in trouble because, again, our run defense is not up to par. We're in the 20s when it comes to run defense right now. So, again, we have to be able to stop that run game. We have to be able to rally to the running backs, stop them and make them one-dimensional. But third down on both ends are very important. Red zone efficiency on both ends. Last week, well, really, you look at the totality of it all. When you get down into the red zone, Falcons defense does pretty well. It's the offense that has got to continue to punch it in and get consistent with it. So third down and red zone, I'm really going to be looking at those highly, honestly, for the rest of the season. Because I want to see how you're going to be able to convert.
Yeah.
We were 1-19 in the last 2 games on third down. 1-19.
Facts.
You're not beating anybody, not even a flag football team like that.
Absolutely. Furball, thank you for the donation, my brother. He said, so why can't we fire someone now? I don't understand. The season is done for. If they lose next week, you think they'd be fired. Something needs to change. But I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why you can't fire someone right now is because we've been saying who you going to replace them with. I mean, yes, Brian Daboll just got fired, but you don't want to bring in that right now and confuse Michael Penix even more. I mean, because the offensive coordinator he has right now is feeding bullshit, and you got another guy that just got fired. I'm just saying, man. I mean, how can you change it? I don't understand this season is done for. It's really not done for. I mean, it's gonna be tough to make it, but like RJ said in the chat earlier, these are 3 games where they can catch up because you had the Panthers this week, the Saints next week, and the week out there you had the 2-7 Jets. So if you're gonna make up ground, now is the time. Do you trust Penix? And let's not say Penix. Do you trust Zach and this offensive scheme and this play calling to get us to that point? That is the question, because we still have a chance. What's up, my guy? We still have a chance. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Some do need to change, but at the same time, it has to change in due time. You just have to let it run its course, because it's just like, you being bit by a snake. You got to push all that poison out before something fresh can come through. So yeah. So I mean, you got to. But one of our favorite parts of the show, man. Let's get them X Factors in.
You about to throw your X up. X Factors. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. It's gonna be interesting right here. I'm interested.
Don't get Mike started. Mike a big wrestling fan. Don't get Mike started.
Dun, dun.
Hey, that D-Generation X, one of the best theme songs ever.
Yeah,
boy, yeah.
Man, X Factor for me is Jalen Walker. His play against the run. I know everybody is looking at the sacks, and he's caused some force fumbles. Man, the way he plays the run, especially them stretches, we need him to really anchor this defense. I love JPJ.
Right.
He getting abused in that run, and reasonably so. He gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
Even Rukaroro, they using his aggression against him. Dorless, he's making some plays, but it's really Jalen Walker right there. Jalen Walker against this run. if he blow up a few of these run plays, man, we really got a
Be
shot to
game
really
changer.
rattle this offense. Yeah.
Agreed. On offense, who you got?
Oh, offense, man. It has to be that one that I'm gonna never question Drake. Drake is approaching top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. You
Yeah,
can
he's
call him an
working.
X factor every time you get, but can't nobody on that field guard Pitts. Let's be honest.
Hey man, I say that every week, bro.
That's no disrespect. I have my problem with Pitts. Ever since we drafted Pitts, I said he run lazy routes. He's not
Right.
always in the right spot that he's supposed to be in, which is why he had some issues with Matt. But
Agreed.
can't nobody guard Pitts. I just
Yeah.
want Zach to see that. Can't nobody guard Pitts. None of them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. It's got to be Pitts on offense.
Chris.
Love it. Okay, so man, that's tough. You know, I'm give me a second on offense. Let me go to defense first. Defense, I'm gonna go with, man. You know what? I am going to go with two guys, and right now they lead the team in sacks. Zach Harrison, if you know what I'm saying, he longest guys are
I
playing.
knew
Let
you
me
was going to say that.
Yeah,
I knew you was going to say that.
yeah, because I want guys to play. But as long as guys are playing, you know, Zach Harrison, Brandon Dorless, you guys right now are on another level as far as for what we've seen last year to this year. I want to see you guys continue to elevate and continue to get that push against this this offensive line of the Carolina Panthers. Get that initial push. Allow guys like Jalen Walker to get there. James Pierce Jr., shoot, Arnold Abracady, just everybody rallying to the ball and to the quarterback. But I believe it's going to start with those two guys there and Ruka Roro, who, yes, his aggressiveness is being used against him. That's why I want to see the rest of the season, but particularly in this game, more patience maybe from Ruka Roro so he can be able to get home, be able to help more out in the running game as well. Because, you know, I believe that the kid, he has talent. He just has to hone it, and it just has to be molded a little bit. So I like Ruka Roro. He's been coming along. Brandon Dorless has been everything that we thought he was going to be. He just had to take a little bit more time. Zach Harrison, same thing with him. You know, so coming from Ohio State. So ultimately, I'm going to put it on those guys for the defense. Get it going so maybe those guys on the back end can be running the opposite way with the football. Also, I'm going offense. So now offense, I'm going to go. Man, God, no. You know what? I'm going to go with Zach Robinson. I was going to go with Michael Penix, but I feel like Penix will be okay if Zach sets him up for the for success instead of failure. Michael Penix, I know he's got to go through his progressions. I understand he has a certain amount of percentage of blame from others, and you know everybody up here at this panel. But ultimately, Zach has got to get this offense in gear. Mostly because this is round 2. They've seen you, you've seen them. Now we're really going to see if you can counter the defensive coordinator from the Carolina Panthers. Can you be able to overtake? Because you kind of know what he's going to do. He kind of knows what you're going to do. So
right,
it's now that it's round 2, the rematch. Let's see how you able to maximize on your opportunities. Let's see how you're able to do things differently than what you did from 30-0.
That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. But my X factors, man, I agree with y'all on defense, man. That front seven got to show up again. Like I said, it's gonna be the moving. It's gonna be the thing that carries them the rest of the way. But on that defense, man, I got to go with AJ Terrell. Like I said earlier, he shut down one side of the field. That kind of makes them one-dimensional. Y'all talked about, you know, stacking the box against Rico Didell to rally to the football. If AJ Terrell can shut down Tetairoa McMillan, it's gonna be tough because we know AJ have tough time with bigger receivers, but he just got to step up. And also, he's going to be part of that rally when you talk about rallying to the football, running back to Rico Dowdell or whatever his name is. He's a good tackler as well. So AJ is going to be key to this defense, you know, taking it to the next level this game. And they have to have this game. So they're at home, and I think that's going to get them a boost. So I think AJ, he probably gets an interception this game because, like I said, Bryce Young, he got one foot in the pocket and the other on the sideline. So we'll see how that turns out. But defensive wise, I'm sorry, offensive wise.
You mean the other one? You mean the other one? Car seat.
Oh yeah, the car seat. My bad. You got to get that Happy Meal. But yeah, yeah, man. Offense, it's just tough this week, man, because the way they ran the football last week, it still lost the game. It's just baffling to me. But when I look at the offense, the one constant thing is Drake London. Drake London is like Mike said, turning into a top 10 receiver. Now, I'm still gonna put that video out of y'all. Might not like it, but I gotta agree. Drake London is gonna be key to this game. Why? Because we know Kyle Pitts is up and down, just like I said, but Drake is constant. And for Michael Penix to turn that corner, he's gonna have to rely on Drake London. And Drake London can help him turn the corner. I really don't care what the play call is, if it's screwed up or if the scheme is not right. Drake London gonna be that guy to help him turn the corner. So I feel like Drake London this game has to have probably 8 to 10 catches, probably about 125 to 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. If he get anywhere in that ballpark, I feel like the Falcons win this game. So I'm gonna go AJ Terrell lockdown, Tetairoa McMillan on defense, and Drake London to have another breakout game. Well, should I say big game, because he had a 3 touchdown game a couple of weeks ago. So if he gets anywhere in that ballpark, 8 to 10 catches, 125 to 140 yards and 2 touchdowns, Falcon bring home a victory. Why? Because I don't feel like the Panthers can play catch up. They just don't have that type of offense to play catch up. They are built to jump out front, but not play catch up. So Falcon jump out front, they win.
Yep.
Okay, so he had one more. He was replying to what I said earlier. Thank you for the donation, my brother. Furball. He said, I meant by we fire both. We hire someone temporary for the rest of the season, regardless good or bad, then actually hire someone in the off season for head coach and offensive coordinator position. I don't know if I misunderstand. No, I get what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. You just can't bring in somebody right now. I feel like you just got to wait it out, man. You got to wait it out, even if they don't. And I seen somebody say earlier, are we going to keep Raheem Morris no matter the record? I think yes. I think, like Chris said, you don't want to pay 2 coaches under kind of Arthur Smith is long gone, so they're still paying him. I think this is his last year, but Raheem Morris, I think you have to play a big buyout for him to leave. So I don't see that happening. You got to go at least to year 3 of the 5-year deal to even get off the contract without breaking the bank. So this is the reason why I said, but I get what you're saying, man, because honestly, I don't want Zach here either. And I've said Mike McDaniel, Brian Daboll, Zach Taylor. I can just go on and on. But
bring me the fat man.
Yeah,
bring
Mike
me
McCarthy.
The fat man.
Yeah, I mean
Daboll.
Yeah, but I mean, we know Daboll. He helped develop Josh Allen. Josh Allen had the same problem Michael Penix had. Bad footwork, strong arm, but what did he do? He simplified the playbook. He got into it to the film room, him in the offseason, and over 3, let's see what it was. I would say like 3 years that he struggled.
Quarterback coaches, all that stuff. He went in and started out. And Michael Penix can do the same, but he just can't do it right now. So that's what I'm saying. So right now, the guys he have, that's all that he has.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will say that I was hoping that he would fire Zach Robinson after the Dolphins game. I thought that was egregious enough. He didn't. So firing the offense coordinator to me makes way more sense than waiting to the end of the year. Now, head coach, I don't think Raheem's going nowhere. Like y'all said, most head coaches make it to that 3rd year. And also, too, y'all got to realize, I think a lot of people forget that you have to throw out the good with the bad when you get rid of head coaches. It is a big decision. There is no promise Ulbrich is here. There's no promise the guys that came here for Raheem will stay here. I remember, I love Calais Campbell here. He dipped soon as the defensive coordinator left. He said, that's what I came here for. I appreciate y'all, but I'm out of here. So we possibly lose Ulbrich. We lose all the progress on defense. I'm okay with Raheem, but he got to fire Zach in the offseason. Just let him. Don't even fire him. Go up there and put in a good word with Oklahoma State, man. Help your boy to get a job. Just tell him, go. He got to go. He got to go. I help pay for his Uber to Hartsfield.
Yeah, we've been saying that, Mike. That's just like with a GM. Everybody keep talking about Terry not gonna make it. Y'all better pray Terry comes back because that man got us out of cap hell. He gave us a championship caliber roster. I mean, even though y'all might not see it, if this offense is clicking on all cylinders, this team could only have lost 2 games by now. So I mean, look, one thing about it, y'all want people out of here, but who's gonna replace these guys? And like Mike said, and we've been saying, it might be just a simple fix. You go out and get somebody that can develop a quarterback and call plays. Go get somebody from under Andy Reid's tree. Somebody go get somebody from the Eagles. Not Sean McVay, because that's where we having this problem. But like I said, Mike McDaniel, Zach Taylor, somebody like that who can call plays and develop quarterbacks. It's not hard. So like I said, but where he started off wrong, hiring 2 inexperienced coordinators. So he brought this on himself.
Yeah, man. It just
throw the predictions out there, man. Everybody in the chat. Yeah, it comes back to the coach. 360 degrees, right back to the coach. Score prediction, throw them on out there. Chris, we're gonna start with you this time.
Yeah, man, I got a score prediction for you. Still division tough. Regardless. These guys are going to come in with confidence, knowing that they beat us like with the last 2 times. So, and like not just beat us, blew us out. So they're going to have confidence. At the end of the day, Falcons have got to come in and establish their dominance. I'm going to go 23-17 Falcons.
I like that. Mike Beasley said there's oil in the plane.
There's oil in the planes, son. Go ahead, Zach. We ain't going to be mad at you.
Oh, boy.
Don't get your suit out there. Go ahead, brother.
That's true. That is oil out there, boy. He gonna be well paid if he's striking, boy. He won't never have to coach again. First ball said 22-21 by a safety by Jalen Walker. Boom, win. I like that. I like that.
That would be nice.
Now that would be something else. That would be something to talk about for real. The safety for the game.
Hey man, you talking about a confidence boost. You talk about a confidence boost, boy. That is man. Mike, what you got?
27-21 Falcons way. It would just all be as long as Zane Gonzalez cannot act like a fool. I think some field goals to help us close this one out.
I think he's credible. I give him that. He credible. But
well, y'all score prediction that, man. Where y'all at?
Both of y'all in the same wheelhouse. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't have that kind of confidence in Bryce Young for them to get that many points. I'm gonna say 27-10 Falcons. And the reason why I said I think we're gonna control the clock with running the football. I said we got to get back to it. I'm gonna stick by what I said. Run the football down their throat. Yeah, we got to get that revenge, man. Revenge on their mind, man. Trust me. If the Falcons jump out front quick, they're going to just run up the score and let them see how it feels. So I'm going 27-10 Falcons. Jermaine said he got 34-3.
Ooh-wee. Man, that would be nice. This fan base need it.
We really do. Man. I ain't gonna. We really do. But again, even if it's not a blowout, regardless, we just need to win. Get off of this 4-game skid. Back in this game, you think about it. First go round, third down. I bring it back again because we only was 38.5% on third down in that game. That's terrible. Right. Even though we had 332 yards, but the conversion inefficiency killed us over and over. And of course, we did have 2 picks that was on the quarterback for the most part. So it's like we just got to make sure we're not turning the ball over. We have to make sure that we're converting on third down on both ends, defense and offense, and that red zone efficiency. We have got to be.
I think Jalen Walker did play that game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he did, but again, it just again, it was just so much bad that was going on with that game. And then you think about it, that would have been what that was week 3, so that was only game 3 for Jalen, and Jalen has only played in 7 games.
Jalen played. He had.
I think he missed 4 and 5. I think he missed 4 and 5. Yeah,
he had 3 tackles.
I think he missed game 4 and 5.
Okay, so
I think he missed the next game after that. Yeah.
Think about this. Jalen Walker right now has 4 sacks. If he continues to stay healthy, number 1, 2, continue his ascend, we're talking about rookie of the year. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because he's doing some things in less games than some of his fellow guys are doing. So
right,
I believe he can end up getting this rookie of the year, even regardless of what the Falcons' record is. I think if he continues to ascend and be a difference maker, game buster, we're talking about rookie of the year, Jalen Walker.
I can see it. And if Xavier Watts bounced back like he did in the first couple of games, the first 3 games, I think he'll be in the conversation too. But Furball got one last question. Regardless of contract, can we fire them in the off season? What's possible?
No, don't be sorry for no.
Off season. I think Zach is absolutely gone. I mean, there's no question about it. Yeah, he's gone.
Coach too.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Raheem Morris. Yeah, like I said, Raheem Morris, I don't see him going anywhere. And hey, we could bring in another quarterback coach as well, because TJ Hicks ain't doing shit. They got him coaching wide receiver, and they still looking the same. So, look, I mean, it's changes need to be made, and trust me, with the thing went on with Ray McLeod and these guys, these wide receivers, it was for a reason. Just don't let that go over y'all head. Pay attention. Yeah. All that happened for a reason. They didn't want out here. You gonna think about it. As I told y'all, if somebody coached y'all and y'all had y'all best season ever as a pro instead of a special teams player, wouldn't y'all be mad?
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, so I mean, look,
man said the best coach I've ever had.
But Furball, I mean, ain't no problem, man. We here to answer your question, man.
Yeah. No, don't be sorry for asking questions, fam.
Yeah, man, you good, man. Trust me, you good. Trick, I would love to see that, man. Bring Matt Ryan in to help Michael, but he's been here. Michael Vick has been here. I mean, but he needs somebody. Let me tell y'all, and I said this. Call Tom Brady. That's who you need to call. I mean, no disrespect to nobody. Call Tom Brady and find who was coaching him every single offseason. This man was winning Super Bowls, but every single offseason he got with that same quarterback coach for 15 years to make sure he was on point for the season. That's the type of attitude you have to work on your craft. And that's how you become successful in anything. Work on your craft and become good at it, man. Yeah. Because film room don't help you all the time. Sometimes it's mechanics. Sometimes it's just learning to read the field, going through progression, just anything to help you get ahead. So if you do that, right, I just think, it would turn Michael Penix's fortunes around very quickly. And you bring in an offensive coordinator that can handle his skill set because he has a strong arm. So, and I tell y'all, one offense that I know he would be good at, it's probably the run and shoot. The way the run and shoot is ran with 3 and 4 wide receivers, I can see him in that type of offense. But this right here, what they run right now, this is Cam Newton. This is Michael Vick. This is not Michael Penix. Think about that. It's run pass option type offense does not fit Michael Penix. That's simple. But shout outs, man. Y'all got any shout outs before we get out of here? Or do y'all have anything last thing to say before we get out of here?
We can start with the guests, of course.
Oh man. Just a very last thing I'll say is Zach Robinson playing Madden. I know we make jokes about people that play Madden, but think about it. You go in Madden, you got like 8 plays you really like. You call play action to take your deep shot. And you force plays because that's what you want. That doesn't cut it in the NFL. It just doesn't. And that's what he's doing. Forcing plays because he think and knows it could work. And we screwed.
Oh boy, that movie is sick.
Oh, that's funny.
I've seen that movie, sir. Absolutely. I'm not calling Marlon. Not for that. Next thing you know, Marlon behind will be in Michael Penix. But never mind. I don't want to spoil nothing for people who ain't never seen it yet.
Yeah, I don't see that. That movie sick.
Shout out to the original 4 members of 4 Home Field Advantage. a bunch of guys, 4 guys came together, just wanting to talk some trash, sports, barbershop talk. We was actually ahead of our time. I wish we had the vision, but man, to see all of us take some of the skill sets we learned from being around each other and to continue doing it, salute to them. So shout out to everybody.
Hey,
Shout out
man, it
to
rubbed off on me, man.
shout out
I
to
just,
Antoine. Shout out to Rashad.
just
Shout
kept
out
it
to Mark.
going. Just kept it going, man. But definitely appreciate you coming on, my brother. And we definitely gonna have you back on again, man, if you got the time. But yeah, shout out to Marlon, shout out to Rashad, man. Without them, I wouldn't be me right now. Especially shout out to Marlon, man. I told y'all, man, this was a blessing put upon me by God, man. And I mean that because I just got a phone call one Saturday. Marlon said, man, we're gonna put together a podcast and we gonna figure it out. And we just kept working. And I just kept going, man, because one thing about it, and Mike was there, man. We did our very first interview with Mike Jackson, former wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns and Baltimore Ravens. Rest in peace to him. Man, he gave us some notes, things to take with us, how he became mayor, where he was from, and things of that nature. It was just so many people. Vashti, Tarika Foster Brasby. I mean, she's at CBS Sports now. She's doing women's college basketball, WNBA. She's even on 2K26. So we've ran across people that started when we started, and they built their lives and did their things. Keisha Kelly. I mean, I can go on and on, man.
Vashti's doing some amazing stuff in Carolina.
Absolutely.
Going viral a lot for doing genuine reporting up there in Carolina. So yeah, man, we ran across some good people for sure.
Yeah, man. So I mean, we've been blessed, man. Like I tell y'all all the time, this is why I help people, man, because I know what it's like to start out from nothing. Funny story, and I'm not gonna hold y'all. When we started doing our podcast, we had flip phones. Believe it or not, I know what I'm talking about. I had that little flip phone, and we were doing blog talk radio for 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And as time kept going, we kept expanding, started going longer. And man, look, it was fun, man. It was fun. But I'm telling y'all, man, you just gotta stay humble, man. That's all. Thank you for the donation, my brother. Truly appreciate it. Pennis had slow mechanics, but a fast throwing motion. We have no true field stretcher. Mooney is fast, but he doesn't command a safety over the top. A better OC would have our offense singing. Man, you just spoke the Bible.
No, absolutely. We need a speedster, and we need one for the last 3 years.
3
maybe
years.
4 years. I can't remember the last speedster we had, but we need one. Bad.
Taylor Gabriel. Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Taylor Gabriel. Turbo, man. We're talking about effective speedster.
Yeah. I mean, not even if you ain't good at catching the ball. Yeah,
Julio.
Like fast just needs speed so that you can at least challenge them. Say there's a reason why Tutu's still in LA. I mean, Tutu's there for a reason. He clears everything out so that them boys can work underneath. So absolutely, they absolutely need a speedster ASAP. Hopefully in the draft.
Yeah, and one thing about Philadelphia, they getting stronger, but Devontae Smith does his job very well.
Does.
That dude just like Flash. I mean, look, AJ Brown is the guy in Philadelphia, but Devontae Smith, he would make that offense go. Trust me when I tell you that. Because when he stretches the field, that opens it up for Saquon. So, look, you got to have that speed, man. And I know we got Agnew, but he's not an every down receiver. No, he's not. He's a return man. So
Agnew not even an every game player.
So look, we might be talking about what we're gonna be looking at in the second round come April. Probably gonna be a receiver.
We'll see.
Even though we may need an offensive tackle, still probably be a receiver. Hate to say it, but it's gonna be one on the board that's gonna slip through the cracks, just like it always is. Just like George Pickens slipped all the way to the second round. Could be that same type thing this year. And Georgia actually has a wide receiver, Mr. Zachary Branch. That's going to be somebody to be looking at in the second and third round.
Man, I seen him mocked in the third. I said, man, I'll run to the podium.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's going to be there. Trust me when I tell you that. I think Tyreek is done, my guy. I hate to see it. The way
That was
that
I ain't
bad.
gonna
look,
lie. I don't think he done.
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't.
nah, man,
I don't.
he gonna
Tyreek.
have full
He's not
reconstruction.
gonna be the same Reek, but we
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
need him to be that necessarily Reek for hypothetically speaking. If he was to be brought in Atlanta,
Yeah,
Drake
yeah,
London is the guy. We just need you to come in and be another guy that can come in, take the top off, be an effective receiver. We know he's a gamer. It's just, all about the right situations. But I don't think he done. But
facts.
I would love Branch too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'll take Branch.
Yeah, and I'm telling y'all, when I do my draft profiles this year, it's gonna be wide receiver heavy. I'm just telling y'all that before it comes. So yeah. But Tyreek,
I'm with
man,
you,
don't
man.
know.
I'm with you.
Yeah. He's still gonna have speed, but I just don't think he's gonna have that cracky speed. You remember what they said? You
Yeah,
remember what they said Mike
correct.
Wallace
Yeah.
had when he was in Baltimore or Pittsburgh, wherever he was. Crackhead speed. He's not gonna have that crackhead speed no more. So
Yeah,
yeah. But
that's a fact.
yeah, man. But Chris, you know what to do, man. Tell everybody where to find you.
Hey, man. Well, some of my shout outs, as always, the chat. Shout out to the chat.
Oh, my bad.
Shout
I
out to
forgot about the shout out.
everybody.
My bad.
Oh no, it's all good. I'm putting it all together. But yeah, man. Shout out to the chat for always coming through. Just shout out to everybody that comes by, and just shows love to the chat. Excuse me, to the channels. Our channels, since Smitty Sports Machine, A1 Forever. Again, we do these shows, saying for you guys, for ourselves, for our sanity, because we love to do it, but of course for you guys. So without y'all guys hitting the like button on our channels and just being there, it really is no point. So we appreciate you guys all the time. Be generational because it's always time to be, man. Come over and join A1 Forever Sports. That's the platform on YouTube. Be a part of the A1 Forever family. Also, catch me on the Hawks Digest. The Hawks, they're actually about to come on in about 30 minutes here as they are out in the West Coast. I believe they're taking on the Sacramento Kings tonight. So, yeah, it's going to be a late one for me because I gotta stay up and watch that. So, but yeah, man, Hawks Digest, but also Twitter. A1 Forever, Instagram, A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Smitty, as always, great show. Mike, thank you for coming on. It's great meeting you. So I know y'all guys got history, so it's beautiful for y'all too to be able to kind of some rekindle old memories. Doing shows together as well. So I appreciate you guys as well. Yep, Hawks above 500, 6-5. Yes, going for win number 7. Let's go for it.
Hey, man, all they gotta do is stay healthy, my brother. That's it. That's all they got to do. Mike, tell everybody where to find you.
Find me Twitter, Instagram at the number 4 HFA_podcast. On Twitter, you'll see me calling Zach Robinson all kind of good for nothing, white bread, mucky smelling dirt. I'm sorry.
My word.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, Find me on Twitter at the number 4 HFA_podcast. Man, I love talking Atlanta sports.
Love it.
Facts. Y'all know where to find me, man. Find me right here on Smitty Sports Machine to get y'all the latest headlines, updates, breaking news, anything I can find Falcon related. I also give y'all my thoughts on other things going on with what other people saying about the Falcons. So yeah, y'all know where to catch me, man, on Twitter also at fatboysnell_21 because I'm always blowing that thing up. Actually, I put out a retweet yesterday. I think it's like at 30,000 views. So yeah, I'm always blowing that thing up, man, because that's what I do. But for Mike, Chris, we're gonna holler at y'all probably Sunday after the game. I know it's gonna be a win, so let's get ready for this win. And we're gonna speak positivity in the air. For Mike, Chris, we're gonna roll on out and we're gonna holler at y'all soon, man.